I remember my first real cleaning gig like it was yesterday. It wasn't glamorous at all. It was this massive warehouse floor, stained with things I honestly didn't even want to try to identify. I got handed a brand new, fancy-looking mop and just a regular old bucket. And I thought to myself, how hard can this be, right? So I filled up the bucket with water and some soap that honestly smelled like a pine tree had just exploded, and I got to work. I slopped and sloshed, pushing dirty water from one end of the building to the other. For about 2 hours, I worked up a sweat, creating what could only be called a masterpiece of streaks and murky puddles. Turns out I was just spreading the filth around. The foreman walked over, took one look at my handiwork, and just shook his head. He pointed to the gray, soupy water I was so proudly pushing across the concrete and said, "You see that? That's just grime soup." The foreman then showed me a 2-bucket mop system, and honestly, it was like a light bulb went on. 1 bucket for the cleaning solution and another for wringing out the dirty mop. Having the will to work hard is one thing, but having the right gear is what really separates a rookie from a professional. Let's start with the absolute backbone of your kit, the janitorial cart. Forget about trying to carry everything in your arms or in some flimsy bag. A good cart is basically your mobile command center. It should be sturdy, with multiple tiers, hooks for your broom and mop, and a spot for a trash bag. When a call comes in about a spill in aisle 7, you can just roll everything you need right to the spot instead of making 3 trips back to the supply closet. Next up is the mop system I learned about the hard way. You need a dual bucket mop wringer. Seriously, this is non-negotiable. One side holds your clean hot water and your chosen cleaning solution. The other side is where you wring out the dirty water from your mop. You want a flat microfiber mop system for most daily floor cleaning. The microfiber pads grab onto dust and dirt particles instead of just pushing them around. Get a sturdy, adjustable handle and a stack of removable microfiber pads, at least 5 or 6. Finally, every pro needs a good lobby dustpan and broom. I mean a lobby-style dustpan that stands up on its own with a long handle so you don't have to bend over 100 times a day. The angled bristles get into corners and along baseboards, and the long-handled pan lets you collect the mess with a single smooth motion. Your most versatile weapon is a set of microfiber cloths. Get them in different colors: blue for glass and general surfaces, green for desks, yellow for sinks and counters, and red for toilets and high-risk areas. This color coding system is super important for preventing cross-contamination. Next, you need a few quality spray bottles. Get professional-grade 32-ounce bottles with adjustable nozzles that can give you a fine mist or a direct stream. You'll want one for your all-purpose cleaner, one for glass cleaner, and one for a disinfectant. Label them clearly. For those hard-to-reach places, a high duster is essential. Think about all the places dust loves to hide: the tops of ceiling fans, air vents, high ledges, and the corners where walls meet the ceiling. A good extendable pole can save you from the dangerous task of climbing up and down a ladder all day. Finally, don't underestimate the power of a simple putty knife or scraper. This is your go-to tool for all the stubborn, stuck-on messes that a cloth or mop just can't handle: dried gum, sticky residue, or hardened food spills. The best tools in the world are honestly useless without the right ammunition. Your most important consumable is a good, neutral pH floor cleaner. It's safe for most flooring types and effective enough to lift daily soil and grime, but it won't leave behind a sticky, dirt-attracting residue. You'll also need a reliable, all-purpose cleaner and a separate disinfectant. It's important to understand the difference. You clean first to actually remove the soil, then you disinfect to kill the germs. Most disinfectants need to sit on the surface for a specific amount of time, what's called dwell time, to be effective. Your most important piece of equipment is you. That's why safety gear is just not optional. The absolute minimum you need is a good pair of waterproof, slip-resistant work boots and a box of disposable nitrile gloves. Never, ever mix cleaning chemicals. This isn't just a suggestion. It's a life-or-death rule. If I could go back and talk to that sweaty, clueless version of myself, the first thing I'd tell him is this: stop trying to look busy and start trying to be effective. The real pros are calm, methodical, and deliberate. The goal isn't to mop faster, it's to mop smarter so you only have to do it once. Take pride in your work. You are the person who makes a space safe, healthy, and pleasant to be in. You are the first line of defense against germs. When you walk away from a gleaming floor or a sanitized restroom, take a moment to appreciate what you did. Your work matters, so act like it. So, as you start your journey, forget the marketing hype and the endless aisles of so-called miracle products. Build your kit with smart, durable, and practical tools. Focus on the fundamentals: a good cart, a 2-bucket system, quality microfiber, and the right chemicals. This is what seasoned pros wish they had starting out. Armed with the right gear and the right mindset, you won't just be a janitor. You'll be a professional, ready to handle any mess the world throws at you with skill and confidence. Now, go get the job done.